Hello again. Yesterday there was a thing come up that I wanted to explain to people about the purpose behind the Heal the Healers events that we're planning on a regular basis, and where it came from really, or what kind of inspired it, was a festival I was at down past Brighton, and it's Into the Wild it's called, which is another thing that I'm working on, is recreating that in this area. We have the skills, the knowledge, the people who would be able to come together to share their knowledge and would be able to make that happen. We're looking at probably a year and a half's time from now to bring it to the area. Everything's kind of starting to fall into place. It's definitely happening. So I'm really, really excited about that. But one thing I did take away from that festival in August when I was there was a permaculture workshop. And with the group, the women had us standing round about in a circle, and she used a forest as an example. So there was like somebody with an oak tree, somebody else would be sunlight, somebody else would be earth, somebody else would be a deer, somebody else would be a squirrel. Just all the elements you would expect to find in a forest that's a healthy environment. And she stood in the middle and handed out a bit of string to say the person who was the oak, and he held the string, and then he passed it to, he would need sunlight, he would need earth, he would need rain, he would need, and all the different things. And so it went round the circle, and everybody connected up their strings to whatever it was they were dependent on. So ultimately we ended up with a group of people standing there attached with this ball of string, and in the middle it was very robust, it was very strong, and it was, there's no another way to describe it really. It was so robust you could probably have leaned on it very easily and it would have held your weight, to a point obviously, but it was robust. And then she says, right, okay, the oak tree's been cut down, so he had to step back and drop his strings. And as a result, that meant that, say, a squirrel had to step back and it had to drop its strings because it had nowhere to live now. And so it went on round about, because you could just feel it getting looser and weaker and weaker and weaker. And the way that I've thought about this in relation to the Heal the Healers days is us coming together and supporting each other, creating a really strong network, building each other up, learning together, growing new bonds, discovering our commonalities, because we've all got commonalities. We've all got a drive, we've all got an interest in healing things, knowing that things when we're looking at them aren't the way that they could be. So we're looking to strengthen each other, which allows us to then strengthen the people that we get the privilege of working with, who are also each other as well, and other people who are just coming into this way of being, and probably just new, coming through the door, maybe having a wee try or whatever. But if you're strong and you're confident and you believe fully in what you're doing and your motives and your reasons for doing it, that person's going to come to you, and they're going to go to whoever they need to go to, because it could be that we're not the person for them, but somebody else would fit them better, and somebody else will come to us who wouldn't fit that person better. But it's acknowledging that that's what we're here for. This is what we're doing, and this is the work we've got to do. Not got to do. This is the work that we're driven to do. That it just comes from so deep within, that this is where we're complete and utter ultimate shared commonality. And then of course there's other bits that come in with that, and that only comes out in a group environment where we're able to discuss different topics and explore different things and bring it together. And that's what we're looking to achieve with these Heal the Healer days, is that we feel this really strong network round about us, and people get drawn to that, and in turn their healing takes place as well. So I just wanted to share that with you. So thank you all for coming yesterday. It was just, it's lovely. And I would love to do this on a more regular basis, but if we have them too often, it's going to be silly. So we're looking at possibly monthly. And as soon as we get another date booked, then we'll get that up as well. But thank you.